Uh, Let me start with Akanksha Pinzarkar. Yes,
Yes, sir. I
Akanksha?
am. Yes, sir. I
Yes,
am here.
yes. Okay, okay. Turn on your video. Am I audible to Akanksha?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, beta. Okay, your topic for seminar competition is biosensor
Yeah, sir. Biosensor and its application.
and its application. My first question to you, tell me, biosensor is used in industrial processing and monitoring.
Yes, sir.
Give
It is.
anyone example. Hmm.
Yeah, sir. In industries, the biosensors are mostly used for detection of the carbohydrate, or in the fermentation processes, they are used for detection whether the fermentation is occurring or not, and alcohol content for detecting the various compounds.
But how? But how this biosensor will be
Uh,
used?
Yes, sir. The working principle, as I discussed in my video, that
Yes, yes.
there is, yeah, there is an startingly there is an analyte bioreceptor, then transductor is there. The same working principle works over there to detect the various compound. For an example, the carbohydrate. We
Okay,
can
okay.
consider the example of the glucose. If the glucose is there, then if we have to detect that glucose, so we use a transductor having the enzyme, that is a glucose oxidase, that basically convert that glucose oxidase that basically convert that glucose into the gluconic acid by the presence of the glucose oxidase. And later on, the ferricyanide, the second enzyme which is present on the transducer, that convert that sorry, that convert that gluconic acid into the ferrocyanide. That
Okay, okay, okay.
ferrocyanide is get detected by using the biosensor. That
Okay,
is
very good, beta.
how much amount
Okay,
of ferrocyanide is get produced, that is get detected.
I know. To you, could you tell me the application of biosensor in air and water control?
Yes, sir. In air and water control, I think in an air and water control, they are used for the detection of the pollution. That is, if the air contain the higher amount of the harmful gases, like in industrial
Pollutant,
we can
yes.
yes, industrial pollutants, they can be detected from the air. And in case of the water, if the oil spillings are there, like in sea water, for that biosensors are used. Generally the in case of that, the optical biosensors are used for
But
detect the oil spill.
which transductor you have to use uh, to control here the air and water?
uh, which transducer?
Yes.
Sir, generally the pH and pH change which responds to the change in pH, such transducer.
Okay, no, better. Now then tell me what is the difference between biosensor and biometric sensor?
Biosensors detect the biomarkers, and the biometric sensors measures the content.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Akanksha. And mute your microphone. Now then, let's me turn to Miss Shrutika Kadam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Shrutik, good afternoon, beta. I think your seminar topic for competition is ampherometry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Shrutika, you have mentioned in the advantages of ampherometry that ampherometric method is more accurate and sensitive than polarography. Can you explain it in brief?
Yes, sir. In polarography, we use the voltage applied in a high. Matlab, sorry, I can explain in Marathi.
Yes, yes, yes.
सर पोलॅरोग्राफीमध्ये आपण जे पोटेन्शियल अप्लाइड करतो ते व्होल्टेजच्या फॉर्ममध्ये असते आणि जर हाय व्होल्टेज झालं तर ते मिसबिहेव करू शकते. त्याचे चान्सेस अपिअर्ड होतात मिसबिहेव करण्याचे. बट आपण जे एम्पेरोमेट्रीमध्ये यूज करतो तिथे व्होल्टेज कॉन्स्टंट असते आणि इन्स्टेड ऑफ व्होल्टेज मर्क्युरी पूल जे असते ते करंट कंट्रोल करण्याचं काम करते, कारण की त्याची रेजिस्टन्स कॅपॅसिटी खूप हाय असते. त्यामुळे तिथे मिसबिहेवचे चान्सेस खूप कमी येतात आणि को प्रेसिपिटेशन ऑकर पण खूप कमी वेळा होते.
But in polarography?
पोलॅरोग्राफीमध्ये सर व्होल्टेज जेव्हा आपण खूप हाय व्होल्टेज अप्लाय केलं तर तिथे मिसबिहेव व्हायचे चान्सेस होतात आणि को प्रेसिपिटेशन जर झालं तर टायट्रेशनच पुढे कंटिन्यू होऊ नाही शकणार. त्यामुळे फेल होण्याचे चान्सेस खूप जास्त आहेत.
Okay, Shrutika. Now, second question for you. How amperometry is used in complex formation? Can you give any example? Complex formation.
Sir, I explain in that complex formation, it gives the graph same as titration of reducible ion versus non-reducible ion.
Yes, both. Huh?
And and in the types of amperometric titration, the first one that is reducible ion versus non-reducible ion, and the example is Pb2 plus with SO4 2 minus. The reaction gives the same complex formation titration.
Okay, beta. Okay, thank you, Shrutika. Mute your microphone. Then
Okay,
let
sir.
me turn to Miss Meherin. Meherin,
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon, beta. Your seminar competition topic is UV spectrophotometry or
Yes,
spectroscopy.
sir. Instrumentation of UV spectroscopy.
Okay, beta. Now tell me, what is the difference between spectrophotometer and colorimeter?
Spectrophotometer and colorimeter.
Yes, you have mentioned the spectrophotometer, 3 types of spectrophotometer, but what is the difference between colorimeter and spectrophotometer?
Sorry, sir, I don't idea.
Okay, beta. Now it is related for the range of UV light and visible light. Okay, colorimeter will be
Okay.
operated in the visible light, but spectrophotometer will be operated in both UV as well as visible light.
Visible.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
Merin, tell me, what is the range of UV light
It is 200 to 400 nanometer.
and what is about visible?
It is 400 to 800 nanometer.
Okay, beta. Now then next question to you. How UV absorption spectroscopy used for qualitative determination of compound? You have to mention in application, I think.
Yes, sir. It
So
is.
how it can be
I,
used?
thi- I think, sir, it is quantitative.
Quantitative or qualitative?
Quantitative.
But how you can determine it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Quantitative process is the collecting of analyzing numerical data. So with the help of UV spectroscopy, it is easy, or it is the cheapest or easy method to calculate quantity of the analytes from food samples or biological industries for food samples.
Okay. Thank you. Mute your microphone. Now then let me turn to Miss Kshitija Sharaf. Kshitija, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay, beta. Your seminar topic is biosensor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kshitija, tell me
Yes.
how to determine soil quality monitoring by using the biosensor.
Sir, with the help of biosensor, we
Yes. Now, next question. During the detection of sugar content in the body, can you tell me what will be the ratio of error and accuracy of biosensor? Okay, let it be. Tell me another any application you have to know.
Hello, sir.
Okay,
Hello.
Kshitija,
Yes, sir. सर
tell me
इथे
any
नेटवर्क
application
प्रॉब्लेम
you
आहे
have to know.
त्याच्यामुळे
Yes.
इथे नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लेम आहे त्याच्यामुळे असं होतंय.
नहीं, आवाज तो येत आहे बेटा.
हो का? ओके.
हो. Okay, okay, बेटा. I repeat the question.
Yes, sir. Repeat the question.
How to determine soil quality monitoring by using biosensor?
Sir, with the help of the soil biosensor, uh, uh, various microbial substances are determined with the help of biosensor.
Yes, by using the biosensor, you have to determine the physico-chemical parameter of soil.
येस सर फिजिको-केमिकल पॅरामीटर आपण हे डिटरमाइन करू शकतो कारण जर आपल्या बायो एलिमेंटला जर मायक्रोबियल सबस्टन्स जर त्याला बाइंड झाला तर त्याच्यामध्ये केमिकल चेंजेस होऊन फिजिको-केमिकल रीडिंग आपल्याला मिळू शकतात.
But which transducer you have to use to detect the soil quality?
सर
Which one?
इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल ट्रान्सड्यूसर.
Electrochemical or enzyme?
सॉरी सर एन्झाईम नाही माहिती.
Okay, beta. Now, next question for you. During the detection of sugar content in the body, can you tell me what will be the ratio of error and accuracy of biosensor?
Sir, it is accurate during the
I think any sensor, they having the error. But how much percentage of error will be shown by the biosensor to detect the sugar content in the body?
sorry sir.
Okay, beta. Thank you, Kshitija.
Thank you sir.
So thank you to one and all. Now I request Dr. Bansod sir, Dr. Nitin Bansod sir, to continue this session. Dr. Nitin Bansod sir. Dr. Nitin Bansod sir. continue the session.
Dr. Nitin sir. Are you audible, Dr. Nitin sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You may please proceed the further session with your students, sir, with the rest of the students.
Mansoor sir. Dr. Mansoor sir. You are not audible.
Now I am audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Miss Dhanashree Kabra. Yes, Dhanashree Kabra. Next one, Abhilasha Joshi.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Miss Abhilasha, your topic for the presentation is
Chemical sensor. But first we introduce idea about sensor. कारण बऱ्याच लोकांना सेन्सर विषयी माहित नसलं तर मी केमिकल कसं डिटेक्ट सांगणार म्हणून मी आधी सेन्सर घेतलाय.
Okay. So, do you know what is meant by the biosensor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you explain?
Sorry. Yes. In biosensor म्हणजे बरंच सर मी मराठीत सांगितलं तर चालेल ना? सर मोस्ट ऑफ द याच्यात म्हणजे जसं आपण त्याच्यामध्ये कॅटॅलिटिक सेन्सर वगैरे जे आहे जसं कार्बोहायड्रेट आपल्या बॉडी मधलं मेटाबॉलिझम जिथे आपण डिटेक्ट करू शकतो तशा ठिकाणी बायोसेन्सरचा यूज होतो.
नाही. What the sensor? What are the component of an sensor? कोणते component राहतात सेन्सर मध्ये?
रिसेप्टर, ट्रान्सड्यूसर आणि अनालाइट मॉलिक्यूल मीन्स इन केस इट इज सॅम्पल मॉलिक्यूल. ते सॅम्पल जेव्हा रिसेप्टर सोबत इंटरॅक्ट होतील आणि नंतर एक इलेक्ट्रिकल इंटरफरन्स ट्रान्सड्यूसर क्रिएट करेल आणि नंतर ते प्रोसीड होतील इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल कडे.
कोण ट्रान्सड्यूसर काय फंक्शन आहे?
ट्रान्सड्यूसर इट प्रोसीड द सिग्नल मतलब म्हणजे रिसेप्टर आणि अनालाइट मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये इंटरॅक्शन होईल तेव्हाच ट्रान्सड्यूसर प्रोसीड होईल म्हणजे ट्रान्सड्यूसर सिग्नल होईल.
Transducer. What is the function of transducer? The chemical reaction that can be recognized by the transducer and it can be amplified to the electrical signal.
Yes.
Okay. Any example? Can you give any example of a chemical sensor or biosensor, optical sensor? Any example?
Sir, optical sensor actually in sensor is used every day. आपल्या दैनंदिन जीवनात बऱ्याच म्हणजे सेन्सरचं जसं लाईट झालं, लॅम्प झालं. आपलं रुटीन एक्झाम्पल लॅम्पचं आहे की ते डिम आणि ब्राईट होतं तर ते कुठेतरी त्याच्या बेसला जेव्हा टचिंग होतं तेव्हा ते सेन्स करतं आणि तेव्हा आपण लाईट डिम आहे ब्राईट आहे असं ओळखू शकतो. त्यामुळे
केमिकल सेन्सर जो घेतलाय ना तुम्ही टॉपिक आपण पाहतो पोलीसवाले जे आहेत 31st ची पार्टी असो किंवा बाकीच्या वेळेस जे राहतात they utilize the chemical sensor.
Yes.
जे काही minute quantity alcohol that can be detected by a sensor.
Yes.
Means analyte we have analyte that is alcohol. Okay. जेव्हा आपण हे करतो ठीक आहे, त्याच्यावर खूप जेव्हा मारतो आपण तेव्हा म्हणू शकतो आपण दॅट रिएक्शन, ओके, द ट्रान्सड्यूसर, द रोल ऑफ अन ट्रान्सड्यूसर, द केमिकल रिएक्शन दॅट कन्वर्टेड इनटू द सिग्नल.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this topic is of what we can say the research beyond MSc. This topic is very wide. Okay, it concerns with what we can say the nanotechnology and the nanomaterials when combined with this sensor, it gives a good application. Okay, then we see we take what's application of an sensor. We take the application.
Yes, sir. Repeat the question. Application. Sir, तुमचा आवाज unclear आहे थोडा.
I mean कुछ कट होता है.
हा थोडा कट होता म्हणजे मला अर्धवट सेंटेन्स ऐकू येतात सर.
बरं, ऍप्लिकेशन घेतले आहे तुम्ही?
हो, सेन्सरचे घेतले आहे.
एखादं ऍप्लिकेशन सांगू शकता?
येस सर, हायर सेन्सिटिव्हिटी आहे, सिलेक्टिव्हिटी आहे. जसं आपण फॉर एक्झाम्पल घेतलं गॅस सेन्सर, तर एन्व्हायरमेंट मॉनिटरिंग मध्ये इट प्ले अ वायटल रोल. It include characteristic like sensitivity.
Any other?
Yes, sir.
Any other application apart from the sensitivity, selectivity, and any other day-to-day life have any application?
Yes, sir. It's a cheaper light maintenance.
No, that's not parameter. Parameter including what day-to-day life application. It has some application.
Day to day, it's a fast. म्हणजे आपल्याला अगदी कुठे डे टू डे म्हणायला मी परत लाईटचंच एक्झाम्पल घेईल सर, कारण आपल्याला
या व्यतिरिक्त कोणते तुम्हाला माहित आहे का डे टू डे लाईफ मध्ये सेन्सरचे आपलं काही ऍप्लिकेशन?
डे टू डे लाईफ मध्ये टच सेन्सिटिव्ह एलिव्हेटर बटन सर, दॅट इज टॅक्टाईल सेन्सर, मोबाईल.
ओके. Okay, no problem. You have give answer of many of the question. Okay, your name is Abhilasha Joshi.
Yes, sir.
And topic is the chemical sensor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
The next one is Dhanashri Kabra. Am I audible, Dhanashri Kabra? Dhanashri?
Sir, I think he joined me, Zali, sir.
Okay. Next one is Shivani Pandey.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Shivani. Yeah, your topic of presentation is polarography.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So few questions. I asked few questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
First question: why a dropping mercury electrode is used in polarography? Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, dropping mercury electrode, which act as cathode in the working electrode, mercury we used here because it shows wide negative potential as compared to the other metals. And again, in this technique, its surface area is regenerated and many metal ion can be reduced on it.
Okay. It means mercury is in a liquid state, no?
Yes, sir.
And each drop creating what we can say the regenerate. After each drop, mercury can be regenerated. Good. Okay. So next question is what is the unique feature of an polarography which separate it other from the electroanalytical techniques? How polarography it is unique from the other electroanalytical technique?
Sir, polarography is used for the quantitative and the qualitative
polarographic curve.
Polarographic curve is of as shaped.
Okay. And one more question, you take Ilkovic equation,
Yes, sir.
in which one term is that what is the limiting current?
Limiting current. Sir,
Yeah.
the current in the graph where the current remains in a stationary phase is called as the limiting current.
Okay, how the limiting current is produced?
So, limiting current when the graph reaches as a point, there is a no increase in the current, and it becomes linear.
Okay, last Shivani.
Yes, sir.
Shivani,
Yes, sir.
last question. Okay.
Yes.
We use supporting electrode in polarography.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which one we use supporting electrode?
So, because to minimize the migration of current and to reduce the transport number of cation of analyte, this supporting electrolyte is used.
And what is the role of that supporting electrode?
Supporting electrode is used. So, migration of current को reduce करने के लिए use किया जाता है.
But migration current you increase करने के लिए किया reduce करने के लिए?
Sir, reduce करने के लिए.
Okay. Do you know the Faraday first law of an electrolysis?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the Faraday first law of an electrolysis?
So sorry, sir.
Okay, okay. Very good, very good. Shivani, good. You prepared. Very good. Okay. Thank you, Shivani.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Then is Sonal Tripathi.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your topic of presentation is?
Electrogravimetric analysis.
Okay, what is the basic difference between the common normal gravimetry and the electrogravimetry?
So pardon, please.
What is the basic difference between the gravimetry, common gravimetry that we have used in the graduation and the
Yes, sir.
electrogravimetry? What is the basic difference?
Sir, in electrogravimetric analysis, it is the method which is used to quantify and separate ions of substance, usually a metal. While in gravimetric analysis, sir, in gravimetric, sorry, sir.
Okay. The two electrode we have used, one is cathode, one is what? Anode.
Anode, yes, sir.
Okay. So can you explain where is the oxidation and reduction takes place?
Sir, at cathode there is a working electrode, and in electrogravimetric analysis, only the reduction is possible, and
Yes.
in colorimetric analysis, both oxidation and reductions are possible.
Okay, where the reduction it takes place?
Sir, means reduction at anode or cathode.
Anode or cathode. Yeah. कुठे होते?
Reduction, sir, cathode मध्ये होते, at cathode.
Okay. So what type of apparatus we use for the electrical gravimetry?
Electrogravimeter.
Yeah. You
Yes, sir.
mentioned the apparatus
Electrogravimeter, yes, sir.
in presentation.
Yes, sir. Electrogravimeter mention केलं आहे, sir.
Okay. Next, do you know the first law of an Faraday first law of an electrolysis?
Faraday's first law. Faraday's electrolysis, na, sir. Faraday's first law.
Oh.
Faraday's first law of electrolysis is the Mass of element that deposited at an electrode is directly proportional to the charge, and it is called electrochemical. It is directly proportional to charge.
Good, good, good. Okay, okay. So any application upon apart from the electrogravimetry, okay, what is the application in day-to-day life? Have any application? Electrogravimetry?
Electrogravimetry day to day, sir, it is in quantitative analysis, separation, pre-concentration, electrosynthesis.
Okay. Electrosynthesis?
Yes, sir. It is used by chemists to perform oxidation or reduction reaction at a bench scale, sir. It takes
Okay.
advantage of ability to control potential and produce oxidizing or reducing strength which is desired.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sonal Tripathi, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Sonal Tripathi. Okay. Next one is Kanchan Dod. Am I audible, Kanchan? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Kanchan Dod.
I think, sir, Kanchan hasn't joined, the session.
Okay, Kanchan and Dhanashri Kabra. Both are absent?
Both are not joined.
Okay, okay. So rest of the three are giving very good answer. Abhilasha Joshi, Shivani Pandey, and Sonal Tripathi.
Okay.
The two are remaining. Dhanashri Kabra and Kanchan Dod.
Okay, okay, sir. So I think we have done with all our students.
Okay, okay. They can join.
So both of you. Yes, sir.
Okay, they can join afterwards, or I have to share the link.
Actually, okay. So
One student also remained,
they-
Misbah Noor.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
okay. So
Okay, sir.
But your presentation is not open in Google link, and the
सर मैंने YouTube की लिंक भेजी है डबल से.
बेटा मेली नहीं है अभी तक, ठीक है, लेकिन your
भेजी है.
so your topic for seminar competition is electrogravimetry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Then tell me, what is the main application of electrogravimetry?
Separation, sir.
Only separation.
No, there are